Alright folks, gather around. And by gather around, I mean stay precisely where you are because this is the internet and personal space is a beautiful thing. But hey, if you're already here, we might as well talk about something we all avoid like chores, thinking. Yep, that thing your brain is to do between TikTok scrolls and deciding if you're emotionally stable enough for another season of love is blind. But hey, don't click away yet. I promise this is going to be fun. Or at least as fun as having an existential crisis can get. And honestly, who doesn't love a good existential crisis every now and then? It's like a mental palate cleanser. So grab your metaphorical thinking caps. Or, just use the one you wear in the shower because we're diving headfirst into the wonderful, wacky, and sometimes downright uncomfortable world of using your brain for something other than remembering your Netflix password. Ready? Let's go. Okay, let's face it. Nobody wants to think these days. It's like we've outsourced our brains to our devices. Thinking is so last century. Why bother when you can just look everything up? Like, why question stuff when you have Google, right? Just type it in and get instant answers. Need an answer? Just ask Alexa. She's got you covered. Need a life goal? Swipe left or right. Your future is just a swipe away. Need to know if that weird rash is contagious? Don't even get me started on WebMD, it's a rabbit hole of anxiety. But in all seriousness, let me hit you with some truth bombs. Why are we here? Why do we exist? Why does pizza taste better at 2 a.m.? These are the questions that matter. See, now your brain hurts a little, doesn't it? That's the feeling of real thinking. But these are the big leagues, people. This is what philosophers have been wrestling with for centuries. It's deep stuff. It's like philosophy's way cooler, more existential cousin. It's about questioning everything. And here's the thing, questioning things might even make your life better. It could lead to real insights. Unless you're totally okay with being a zombie in the Matrix, scrolling through life on autopilot. Is that what you want? Which, hey, no judgment, but I think you're capable of more than just consuming content. You can create, think, and innovate. You're capable of it. Of actually, thinking about it. So let's start thinking again. So why question anything? Isn't ignorance bliss? Sure, until you realize ignorance doesn't pay the bills or make you a very interesting dinner guest. Ignorance might feel comfortable, but it keeps you stuck in the same place, never growing or learning. Nobody wants to be stuck next to the person at the party who just nods along and says, "That's interesting" to everything. It's like talking to a wall. Be the person who asks the questions that make everyone go, I never thought of it that way before. Questions spark curiosity and lead to deeper conversations. Socrates, the OG of thinkers, the guy who drank all that hemlock, basically said, the unexamined life is not worth living. He believed that questioning was essential to understanding the world and ourselves. Deep, right? But what does it actually mean? It means stop autopiloting through life like a Roomba stuck under a couch. It means breaking free from routine and thinking critically about your actions and beliefs. It means engaging with the world around you. It means asking why. Until someone gets uncomfortable enough to actually give you a decent answer. It's about digging deeper and not settling for surface-level explanations. Like, why do we blindly accept that we need to work 9 to 5 to survive? Why do we follow these norms without questioning their validity? That pineapple belongs on pizza? Okay, that one's debatable, but you get my point. It's about questioning even the small things in life. Or worse, why reality shows are still a thing. Come on, people, wake up. Start questioning the things we've just come to accept as normal. Challenge the status quo. You might be surprised at what you find. When you start asking questions, you open the door to new perspectives and possibilities. Alright, let's talk about the real deal. Stuff that actually matters. First up, social media. Why does everyone on Instagram have abs, perfect skin, and a private jet? Oh right. Angles, filters, and straight-up lies. Don't buy into the highlight reel. Remember, everyone's fighting their own battles, even if they don't post about it. Next up, trends. Who decides what's cool? Are we just sheep in skinny jeans? Wait, are skinny jeans still a thing? I can't keep up. But the point is, why do we let others dictate our taste in fashion, music, or even what we think is funny? Be your own trendsetter. And finally, let's talk about success. Is life really about chasing money and clout, or have we been sold a bill of goods? Leans forward, mock serious. Hey, if Jeff Bezos went to space and still didn't find the meaning of life, maybe it's time we all start asking better questions. Chapter 4. The Dangers of a World Without Questions. Now let's imagine a world where nobody thinks. Oh, wait, we don't have to, it's called the internet comments section. But seriously, without questions, we'd still be doing ridiculous things like believing the Earth is flat. Spoiler, it's not. Like, come on guys, we'd be drinking detox teas because some influencer with more followers than brain cells said so, and my personal favorite, we'd still be arguing with strangers online about whether hot dogs are sandwiches. They're not, by the way. Fight me. Seriously, the bar's on the floor, folks, but the good news is, you can raise it. You can be the voice of reason in a sea of internet trolls. You can be the one who asks the tough questions, who challenges the status quo, who isn't afraid to use their brain for something other than scrolling through memes. Chapter 5. How to start questioning without spiraling into an existential crisis. Okay, so you're ready to start questioning everything. Great. This is the first step towards a more curious and insightful life. But where do you even begin? It's easier than you think, you just need to start with the basics. Step 1. Ask why. That's it. Easy, right? This simple question can open up a world of possibilities. You've been asking this since you were 3 years old. Remember those days of endless curiosity? Why is the sky blue? It's a question that has puzzled many and led to fascinating discoveries. Why can't I eat ice cream for dinner? These questions might seem simple, but they are the foundation of critical thinking. Why do I have to adult now? Even as adults, these questions remain relevant and important. The why is where it all begins. It's the spark that ignites deeper understanding. Step 2. Call out the nonsense. Don't be afraid to challenge the status quo. The next time someone says, "That's just the way it is," you hit them with, "Says who?" This simple question can dismantle unfounded beliefs. Watch how fast they short-circuit. It's amusing and enlightening at the same time. Because most of the time, the only reason things are the way they are is because we haven't bothered to question them. It's time to change that. Step 3. Laugh at yourself. Seriously. Don't take life too seriously. Life's absurd and so are we. Embrace the chaos and find joy in it. Embrace it. You won't figure it all out, and that's okay. It's part of the journey. In fact, it's more than okay, it's kind of the point. Celebrate the small wins. The journey is the destination and all that jazz. Just enjoy the ride. Life is an adventure. Chapter 6. The big question, why bother? So, why bother thinking and questioning? Because life is too short to let someone else do all the deciding for you. The herd mentality is great, if you're a cow, but you're not, are you? You've got a brain. Use it. Question things, challenge the rules. Even if all it gets you is a different perspective, or a good laugh at how absurd life really is, isn't that enough? To live a life that's a little more examined, a little more intentional, a little less like everyone else's? Now I leave you with this question, what are you still doing here? Go question stuff. Or at least figure out why pineapple on pizza is a thing. Outro, go forth and think. Well folks, there you have it. A crash course in why you should probably be thinking a little bit more. If you love this chat, or even if it made your brain hurt a little, hit the like button and subscribe for more philosophical shenanigans. Let's keep questioning, laughing, and maybe, just maybe thinking a bit more, because the world needs more thinkers, more question askers, more people who aren't afraid to use their brains for something other than remembering where they left their keys. Catch you next time.